This time on Camp Outside, we talk about personal security while camping, and we take a look at the Shockwave tactical flashlight from Payne Safari. Let's get into it. Hey guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. Normally I stay away from discussion of weapons and self-defense and things like that on this channel, but I will say that always being aware of your surroundings and making your safety a high priority is really, really important when you are, out and about, whether you're traveling, whether you're camping, hiking, whatever you're doing. You need to make sure that you are personally safe, because unfortunately there are people out there who don't have the best intentions. And so, security is something that I take very, very seriously. Oftentimes we'll be driving and we'll pull into a rest area at night to grab a couple of hours sleep in the cargo camper, or, when we're at the campground, if you need to, get up to use the restroom in the middle of the night because we're tent campers. You never know who's lurking around out there, right? So, there's all kinds of predators in this world, and some of them are two-legged. And so you need to be careful, right? And so you need to work through your own personal safety plan. Now, some people are very, very comfortable with firearms, and, where you can legally carry a firearm, the people that are comfortable with that, they do so. But you might want something besides a firearm as an option, right, when you're out in the woods. And that's where Payne Safari comes in. And guys, I want to thank Payne Safari for sending this to me. I didn't purchase this Shockwave flashlight, but I gotta say, I really am glad that they sent it to me, because I've been looking for something like this specifically for my wife. Like, I get really nervous when she wants to, get up and leave the tent in the middle of the night to walk up to the shower house. And I just, you never know who's out there. And so, having a flashlight to light your way is really good, but also having a stun feature is, also, really good. You can blind them, right? And this is a bright flashlight. You can blind them. And if blinding them doesn't work, well, you can shock them, right? And that should give you enough to be able to get away, to call for help, that kind of thing. So, if you're sleeping in your car or your travel trailer at a rest area, if you are tent camping and you want some added security, something like this, tactical flashlight from Payne Safari is really cool. So let's go over it a little bit. Let's tell you what it comes with, right? So it comes in a box, and it does come with a little user manual, and then right up on the back there's a setup and first use couple paragraphs, right? So really easy, charge it for 10 hours, and then how to use it. So, really easy. It comes with a charging cord, right? And this is just a short little charging cord. It's USB to, it looks like USB, that's micro USB. So it's not USB-C, but it's micro USB, but you probably have a bunch of those cords laying around. I know I do. And then the flashlight itself on the bottom is where you plug that in. So, and it comes with a holster, guys. And so what you want to make sure is that there's a switch on the bottom. We're going to go over this, but there's a switch on the bottom where the stun feature is turned off, right? So you want to make sure that's off before you holster your flashlight. Okay, so it just kind of slides in. Velcro over the top, right? And then it's got a little belt loop, so you can put that on a pack. You can put it, on your belt, whatever. You can even throw it in your pocket. I do like that it covers the stun, so if your flashlight is in your pocket and for some reason you forget to turn off the switch, you're not going to shock yourself. So it's good, I think, to keep it in a holster. As for the flashlight itself, guys, there is a switch, normal switch for the flashlight, right? And so when I push that forward, you know, it comes on and it's really bright. There's a middle setting and then an off. So all the way forward is on, all the way back is off. Now, like as I said, there's a middle section in there, a little, like, you know, little mid stop. So that's off, middle, as you can see, nothing is on, and then forward, the light comes on, right? When you activate the stun, right, which is the switch on the bottom, right? That's the safety switch to operate the stun. If your flashlight is on, the button on the bottom is the stun, right? It won't stun. If you come to a middle, right, the light is off, still won't stun. If you move the switch all the way to the bottom, the stun is activated, right? So the middle switch is like both things off. Flashlight off, you know, stun off, right? All the way to the bottom, stun on. So I would obviously recommend charging this thing up, you know, to a full battery. And it says, you know, the first time you take it out of the box, you should charge it for a full 10 hours. That makes sense to me. Make sure that battery is fully topped off. But then you're really going to want to practice with the switch. The last thing you want is in an emergency, right, when you need to use it, fumbling with the switches and trying to get this thing to go. It's very, very important to be familiar with whatever you're going to use for your personal safety. In the event of an attack, you want it to be muscle memory on how to use this thing. So with that, I'm going to turn the safety switch back off. I'm going to turn the flashlight completely off. And I'm going to put it on the charger. So when would you use this, guys? Well, as a flashlight, right, you can use it anytime you use a regular flashlight. And guys, this is bright. It is a 110 lumen flashlight. For the stun setting, it's 9,000 volts at 2 amps, okay? And I haven't compared this to other stun guns. I'm not a tactical channel, guys. I'm not comparing stun guns here, but it definitely looks like it would get my attention, right? I mean, it sounds, it sounds like it hurts. I'm not going to test it. Maybe I could find someone who wants to volunteer. If you want to volunteer to get stunned on camera, drop something in the comments below. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But it sounds like it hurts, right? It definitely, I definitely think that this would deter an attacker. You put this, up to their neck, or somewhere sensitive on their body and let it rip. It just, yeah. And guys, I hope you never have to use this. I hope that I never have to use it, or my wife never has to use it. I hope that we wear this thing out as a flashlight and never have to stun anybody. But if you have to, right? Wouldn't you rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it? So, but ultimately, guys, I think, your best bet is, if someone is approaching you and you think that they have ill intentions, blind them, first. Just shine that right in their eyes, Like, if you're wrong, right? You can apologize later. Blind them first. If they keep on coming, switch to stun and blast them. It's really well made. It's aircraft aluminum. Seems to be a pretty tough device. So guys, if you were looking for something to maybe increase your personal protection, right? And whether that's while you're traveling or camping or just for everyday use, there's no reason why, you ladies out there couldn't put something like this in your purse, or guys, you could get something like this for your, the woman in your life. And they make other ones, guys, besides this one. I'm going to put a link to this one down in the description below where you can check this out. You can get smaller versions. They have mini versions of this. I really like this size. This is a kind of a nice size. It's big. I'm not gonna lose it. It's comfortable in the hand. But if you want something smaller, they definitely have mini versions of their rechargeable LED flashlight / stun. So you can check that out. And again, I want to thank Pain Safari for sending it to me. Affiliate link down below. If you use my link to purchase, it doesn't cost you anything extra, but it's a great way to support Kemp Outside as I get a little commission on the sale. And like I said, Pain Safari did send this to me, guys. I didn't pay for this, but I had been looking for something like this for my wife. So it just was perfect timing, and I'm pretty pleased with it. It's definitely going to go on all of our trips. It's going to be probably going to take up residence in the car, which is the car my wife drives most often. It's probably going to take up residence in the car between trips so that she always has it available. The other thing that I would say, guys, is I don't know about the legality, everywhere, right? So if there are specific rules regarding stun guns in your area, or where you're going to be, make sure that you check applicable laws. I am not a lawyer. I cannot tell you what is legal and is not legal. This video is not legal advice. All I can say is that I'd rather break the law and save my life than not break the law and lose my life. So, that's up to you. But all in all, I really like this thing. So I'm going to get this charged up, and I'm going to get it put where it will get the most use, or at least potentially the most use, which is in the car where my wife drives most of the time. I also want to go over something else, guys, that Tactical Safari sent me. I'm really excited about this. It's pretty cool. And rather than make its own video about it, I thought I would just include it in this video. And that is, guys, they sent me their tactical pen. And, this is a pretty cool little thing. I really like it. It's got a little mini light, and it's pretty bright, for how small it is. But it is also, if you unscrew it, it's a pen, right? So you can write. Once you screw it back in, it's also a window breaker, right? So if you keep a pen in your car, this is a pretty cool pen to keep in your car, right? Because, it's got a little clip. You could clip it to something. But in an emergency, right, where you need to break glass, right? You can break the glass out of your side window or something like that. Again, little light. There's a button on the side, and then there's a blade too. I have to find it. I was messing with it earlier. It's right here. So it has a little blade, right? So you can cut a seatbelt with that. It's not overly sharp, but it's sharp enough, right? So you could, you could use it to, cut a seatbelt. You could use it as a bladed weapon if you needed to, right? But really cool. And so, you just keep it like that. You keep it where you're ready to break windows. You unscrew it up top right here, and it comes, there's the pen. And the cool thing is it's refillable. So in the box, it comes with an extra pen refill and an extra battery for the flashlight. So I thought this was really cool. It was just something added that the Pain Safari sent me. So I really like this, guys. I thought it was neat. And what I will say is, again, I spend a lot of time in the Kemp bus, when I'm traveling, right? I'm driving, we drove all the way out to the Olympic Peninsula in Washington State and back, right? And so, when you spend as much time on the road as we do, unfortunately, the chances of a car accident or something like that is higher, right? The more time you spend on the road, the more chance you're going to have of something bad happening on the road. And having something like this really close by, with a window breaker, something I can cut a seatbelt with, a little mini flashlight, or just the ability to take notes, have a little pen, really, really nice to have. So I'm going to put an affiliate link below to where you can get their tactical pen too. And again, I didn't pay for this. Pain Safari sent it to me. So, but both really, really cool products, guys. Really like the tactical pen. Really like the Shockwave, flashlight / stun gun. Really, really, really cool products from Pain Safari. Highly recommend you check them out and pick something up. Again, I'll put some affiliate links below. Guys, take some time and think about how you want to protect yourself, right? Whether that's from, vehicle accidents to, unfortunately maybe being attacked, out in the woods or on the trail or at a gas station. It's a crazy world we live in, guys, and stuff like that can happen. But if you spend a little bit of time preparing, a little bit of time planning, and a little bit of time training to make sure you know how to use the products you're using to protect yourself, you'll be a lot better off. So, guys, I'm Kevin with Camp Outside, your inside source for all things outside. We exist to help moms and dads take their kids camping, hiking, fishing, learn about nature, and develop a conservation ethic. We want to help you get you and your kids outside. We also want you guys to be as safe as possible. So if you have any questions about the stuff I showed you today from Pain Safari, or any questions about maybe a safety plan, or how to keep everyone safe if you're out in the woods or camping or whatever, drop some in the comments below. Let's have a discussion. I'd be happy to answer anything, or maybe some of my viewers can chime in. If you guys are more tactically oriented and you're really into survival gear and stuff like that, you can definitely drop something in the comments below as well. Like I said, this is kind of outside my normal lane, but I think it's really, really important, guys, that you are able to defend yourself when you're out there. So just take that for what it's worth. If you like the video, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe, ring that little bell icon to notify you when we release new videos. We've got new videos coming out all the time on all things camping, hiking, and fishing, gear reviews, how-tos, tips and tricks, campground reviews, camping videos, fishing videos, all kinds of stuff. So we got a bunch of that stuff. So definitely, subscribe and follow along with us. You can also connect with us at our other social media. We're on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, and X. And we'd love to have you follow along there. And so guys, be safe. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.